my goodness. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. I hope that you are as excited as I am because it is time for the resurrection of the 25 Days of Kitmas. It's my own version of Vlogmas. So for 25 days leading up to Christmas, I will be posting a makeup kit related video. So I wanted to go ahead and start off with foundations. Really quickly, I did want to show you guys before I get into the foundations what my kit actually looks like. I do have a full freelance makeup kit video that I uploaded for 2024. I will go ahead and link it up here for you guys. This is what the kit looks like. So it is all compartmentalized and organized in here. Believe me, I will do a whole entire kit organization video in one of these Kitmas videos. And this little section is where I carry all of the different foundations that I have. I do carry about 4 different foundations inside of here. This entire row is actually something that I'm going to be taking out of my kit here pretty soon. I just haven't gotten to depotting things quite yet. It's the Nars Natural Radiant Foundation. I never thought that I would take this foundation out of my kit, but it has been replaced by another Nars foundation, which I'm about to go over right now. Okay, so the first foundation I wanted to go over is this bad boy right here, and it is the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. The Natural Radiant Foundation, I felt like almost got very heavy on people really quickly, and so I love the lightweight, breathable formula of this one a little bit better. I will tell you a little bit about this formulation, and I will be reading off my laptop. The Nars Light Reflecting Foundation is actually a makeup and skincare hybrid. This means that you can see improvement in your skin with long-term wear. So they say after 6 weeks of use, it does improve your skin's clarity, which is amazing. And I definitely can see where they get that from because it does have almost like a skincare-like feeling to it. It's very buildable, it's very lightweight, and it really doesn't feel makeup-y, if that makes sense. It says it does have ingredients inside of there that protect against environmental stressors and blue light. This is also considered a medium buildable coverage, and I do definitely agree with that. It also has a natural finish. I noticed that cosmetic companies are now, instead of saying satin finish, they're saying natural finish, but it is the same thing as a satin finish, so it's like right in between dewy and matte. Comes in 36 shades, which is a really good shade range so far. It also says on there that it is vegan, which I didn't really know before. It also is claiming to be non-acnogenic. I think that's how you pronounce that word. Usually I say non-comedogenic, but I'm thinking they might be the same thing. I know both of them are said to not clog pores, but I think acnogenic is just saying that it's less likely to cause acne, and that's why they state it that way, but I think those two might be interchangeable. And then it does retail overall for $52. Keep in mind, if you are a professional artist, you can actually go onto Nars's website and get some sort of pro artist discount. Out of the 36 shades that Nars has inside of this foundation range, I have 8 colors of theirs. So I decided to pick up the 2 lightest shades that is in this range, being Siberia and Oslo. Siberia is more of a yellow tone, and then Oslo is more of your pink undertone. I also have Mont Blanc, which is a neutral undertone. I have Santa Fe, which is also a neutral undertone. Then we have Punjab, which is more of your warm olive undertone. I have Tahoe, which is more of your warm undertone. New Caledonia, which is a olive undertone, Zambie, which is a warm undertone, and then Majorca, which is a red undertone. Those are all the foundation shades that I have for the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. That is also another thing, by the way, you have to memorize as an artist, is memorizing what undertones all of your foundations are that you have inside of your kit, which is a task in itself. The next foundation is the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. It is a beautiful foundation. I'm actually wearing it right now. I have had it on all day, and I am a combination person, meaning that I am very oily in my T-zone, and then I'm pretty normal in the other half of my face. Today, I've had it on since 8 o'clock this morning, and we're not seeing very many oils come through at all. The reason I got these is because I was severely lacking a natural matte foundation inside of my kit. I wanted something that was really, really breathable and lightweight, but still had that natural matte finish. And the Lancome Tint Idole got actually reformulated, I think about 1 or 2 years back, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a lot more lightweight than the old formulation was. It's also made with a lot less fragrance than it used to be, and it is considered a full coverage foundation. I feel like whenever people say matte finishes, they always think about like the KVD Lock-It foundation where it's just really heavy and then really cakey and matte, and it like sucks the life out of your skin. Luckily, cosmetic companies have wised up and reformulated. It is silicone based like the rest of my foundations. Then the other thing that I was kind of afraid of, it does have SPF 25 inside of it, which, as we all know as makeup artists, SPF usually does cause a little bit of flashback, but I did do a camera test with it and it does not have any flashback that I can see, at least personally. It does retail for $57. The only bad thing is I don't think that Lancome does have a pro discount, at least not that I've found. It comes in 55 shades, which is a very good shade range. Okay, so the first shade that I have is 100W, which is a warm undertone. Then we have 115C, which is a cool undertone. Then we have 235N, which is neutral. Then 345N, which is neutral. We have 450W, which is warm, and then 535N, which is neutral. So yes, I got 6 shades out of the 55 range. Okay, so this leads me on to the next foundation, which is the Face Atelier foundation. I have had this foundation in my makeup kit since I first started as a freelance artist. The Face Atelier foundation is one that I do not have the original packaging for because I did depot everything. The Face Atelier brand, most people have not heard of. If you are a makeup artist though, you might have recognized the name from all these other artists knowing about it and carrying it in their kits. Since it is a professional makeup artist brand, they do consider the weight of their packaging and also the durability of their packaging. That's how you can definitely tell the difference between a professional brand and then a purely consumer-based brand that's heavily marketed like Lancome or Nars. They are a silicone-based foundation, and what's really cool about them is they do have a built-in primer, so you don't necessarily have to go in with a separate makeup primer with this foundation. It is a sheer to buildable full coverage. I would say that it's about a sheer to medium. I think it'd be very hard to build it up to a full coverage completely. It is more of a natural / satin finish. It has soft focus properties to diminish appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, meaning that it is a very good foundation for people that have more mature skin. They do have these really cool things that are called color adjusters, and those are in 8 different shades. The color adjusters though basically help you adjust the undertones of all of your foundations. I purposely use all silicone-based foundations, so every single one of my foundations and the adjusters can be mixed with each other. I want to go ahead and go into the colors that I have inside of the range, and I'll go ahead and do some swatches. So I do carry a lot less foundation shades that I used to have. I have 0, which is a straight up white shade, and it's very handy, especially with my fair skin tones. Then next, I also have the adjuster in heat, which is a red adjuster. This is for your cool undertones, or if you want to add a little bit more of a pink hue to your foundation, then you can definitely add that in. Then we have Blaze, which is a yellow undertone. This is obviously good to mix in with your foundation if you just need a little bit more warmth to it. Then I also have an olive skin tone adjuster, which I am honestly about to get rid of. I do not use this at all. There's other makeup artists that use these like all the time, but I personally have not had very many experiences where I've needed an actual olive adjuster, so it is still sitting at like almost full inside of my kit. So then going on to the 4 regular colors that I have inside of here, which is number 2, I believe that's supposed to be a warm undertone. I have 3.5, which is more of a cool undertone. I have number 4, which is a warm undertone. And then I have number 8, which is also a warm olive undertone. So yeah, I have mostly warm undertones in here. So I feel like I'm mixing the heat shade a lot into all of these foundations purely because I did pick more warm undertones, but I'm not really concerned about it because that's what the adjusters are for. But yeah, that is the Face Atelier foundation, and that is the reason why I love it so much. My last foundation that I have inside of my kit is the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Foundation. Now, this is a reformulation, I believe, of their original Face and Body, which I did have inside of my kit at one point in time. So I will tell you the main differences that I can tell in between their new formulation and their current formulation. Their current formulation is a lot more glowy, which is why I'm thinking that they put radiance in the name. It's also a little bit more of a coverage than the previous foundation. So I don't know what exactly they did. I know both of them were silicone based still, but it kind of seemed more watery. than this one. Like the original Face and Body had almost zero coverage. I mean, that was like a true sheer coverage foundation, whereas this one is like a sheer to medium, I would say. It's very easily buildable to medium coverage. So that is kind of the differences that I've seen between the two formulations. I do actually prefer this one a little bit better, just purely because I'm not sitting there and having to like build up the coverage. I can kind of get it on like one swipe, which is great. It also is waterproof. It's marketed as a natural / dewy radiant finish. It's non-comedogenic, which means that it's less likely to cause acne or clogged pores. And it is silicone based, as I mentioned, and it comes in 30 different shades. Oh, and it also retails for $44. However, you can go onto MAC's website and get a pro artist discount through them. I believe that with MAC, I think I either get a 30 or a 40% discount. I think it might be 40 now that I think about it. Either way though, you can apply for that discount. They are one of the few brands though that you do have to pay annually for their membership, and it is $35 annually, but you can easily make that up with the amount of money that you're saving. So yes, I don't think that it is a problem at all, and it just auto renews every single year. Okay, now it's time for some swatches. These ones are also labeled in accordance to their undertones as well. Cool is actually warm in MAC's eyes. They're more of the yellow undertones, and then NW's is the more pink undertones. They're the only ones that actually switch the undertones, which I never understood. I actually decided to get all neutral shades, and then I'm just using the Face Atelier adjusters to adjust the undertones, whether people are more warm or more cool. So I only have 5 shades, and I have N0, which is the lightest shade. I have N2, and I have then N4, N6, and then N9. I believe that these are all of the neutral undertones that MAC actually has inside of the Face and Body foundation, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think N9 is the darkest, and then N0 is definitely the lightest. That is about it for this video. I hope you guys really did enjoy. I know that you guys will probably have a ton of questions about how you pick out foundations, how you pick out the color ranges. So definitely stay tuned for tomorrow's video, where I'm going to be telling you guys some tips and tricks about how to pick out the foundations for your makeup kit. So if you guys are excited for the rest of the 25 Days of Kitmas, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below the Christmas tree emoji if you guys have stayed this long. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you guys have not subscribed, and also be sure to hit the notification bell, because I will be uploading a video each and every day for the next 25 days. So definitely go ahead and turn that notification bell on so you get notified of whenever I decide to upload those videos for the day. And anyways, as always, I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to you in tomorrow's video. All right, bye.